this Phoenix Suns team, even though they've lost their last two, are highly motivated to get that regular season record.
And everybody on that Laker bench knows the situation. Spurs win combined with a Lakers loss tonight means their postseason hopes, slim as they are completely gone. And the Spurs lead the Denver Nuggets by 7 in the third quarter as Deandre Ayton.
An effort to go get that defensive rebound. And then Chris Paul able to score amongst the trees.
Maybe a little effort, maybe a little slow of foot. Right. That's also one of those something happened.
Yeah.
We got to sort it out.
Yes.
Ayton's on the floor. Let's make sense of this.
Came under recent fire when Reeves, who many feel has been the one constant who's played hard all season long.
By Booker, they swing at Davis for three. It's strong, so is Dwight Howard. Offensive rebound and a foul.
You asked him about if there was one thing you could change defensively about what they're doing, and his answer was if we could shoot better. As Ayton gets that little jump hook in the paint, it'd allow us to play bigger, and that's when they're at their best defensively.
I thought that was a fascinating answer. Not at all what DJ Augustine, Austin Reeves also on the floor for the Lakers. They came into that previous timeout, as well as Stanley Johnson. Deandre Ayton is great on those pick and roll situations. Couldn't hold it. Johnson comes back the other way. The veteran Augustine came over mid-season after being bought out by Houston. Reeves sets up Howard inside. They'll go back to the free throw line. Carmelo Anthony's just under 38% from three on the season. Here's Ayton from the mid-range. Got it. Since about the first 2 weeks of the year, really been no question who the best team in the league was. Just to give you some perspective, Augustine turns the corner, sets up Johnson. 5-footer off the glass, too strong. Actually, excuse me, on Sunday, the 10th, 5 days from now, and then the play-in tournament begins. Do you want to explain the play-in tournament to America in like 15 seconds?
Yeah, 4 teams for 2 spots.
Not high enough to get it to Davis, and Mikal Bridges steps in.
Yeah, but Davis has got a seal there. That's a situation where you can't allow the defender to go up for that. It is really impressive.
Westbrook sizing up Booker over the top. Suns are 10 of 17 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range here in the second quarter. Paul, Ayton, textbook. There's that combination again on the same result. 8-0 run by the Suns. Westbrook's 5th turnover of this first half sets up the Suns. 5th turnover of this first half sets up the Suns. 8 on the offensive boards. Crowder gets a second bite at the apple, and it tastes good. Here's Crowder out to Booker. Ayton over Melo. But Melo finds Davis underneath. Crowder getting comfortable over in that corner by himself. Right side, mid-range jumpers.
And just understanding that the bigs for the Lakers are not comfortable, especially Dwight Howard, playing in space defensively.
That last turnover created by Mikal Bridges, who's got the ball in his hands again. Mentioned in the first half, he's got a chance to become the Suns' first ever defensive player of the year.
Shot blocking played more of a role, but now that the court has expanded and you have to cover more ground, I think it's, to me, I favor the versatile defenders, and Mikal Bridges is certainly that.
Yeah.
I think it's, to me, I favor the versatile defenders, and Mikal Bridges is certainly that.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And again, they, remember, didn't hit a 3 in that second quarter after making 4 in the first, and already they've knocked down a couple here.
Ayton from that mid-range. Here's Monk. No. Bridges swallowed it up. Booker in transition up top. Lost 2 in a row after a 9-game win streak. Remember, this team started out 1-3, and at one point won 18 in a row. Ayton? No. Ayton? Yes. Lost 2 in a row after a 9-game win streak. Remember, this team started out 1-3, and at one point won 18 in a row. Ayton? No. Ayton? Yes. this team started out 1-3, and at one point won 18 in a row. Ayton? No. Ayton? Yes.
Well, you know, obviously Memphis has had a terrific season, but you wonder about the experience. Golden State, you wonder about the health and whether or not you can get.
Reeves on the floor as Davis wanted to, the 8-time All-Star.
This third quarter has just kind of been indicative of the Lakers season.
Yep.
You know, it just was a matter of time before the offense got. I am not a fan of this narrative where we focus on just purely stats and talk about, well, you know, because a guy doesn't have certain players. This Suns team has just been dominant. But at the end of the day, we're in the business of winning. And I think Devin Booker should be much higher in the conversation when you.
It's 25, 5, and 5 on the best team in the league.
Yeah.
All 12 of those players won the MVP award.